A world in transition. The solution is to transition to higher consciousness. We all are living in a historical transitional period, causing much fear and anxiety if you are not prepared. As a transitional coach, it's my job to help you align with your part in this new world that's rapidly emerging. Although this is a massive event, it's not meant to scare any of you. Unfortunately, that is what will happen to most people. There is no accident that you are here right now. That's because you actually planned it. You may not remember this yet, but you will as you begin to recall who you really are. Applying my easy to use proprietary system to your daily life will unlock your purpose and part for being here. A system unlike anything else that I learned directly from my guidance since I was a baby. At 20 months old, when I asked for someone to help me out of a life threatening situation, my guides physically showed up all around me so I could see my purpose for coming here. My purpose is to help people overcome their fears so they too can live the life they intended before they arrive. That direct contact with my guides showed me a world to come. That world is now upon us. I know what humanity is facing and how life changing it will be for you. Learning to follow your guidance, you will discover that the outcome will be better than had you planned it yourself. I know this because I live this way every day of my life. Like me, you will be living a guided life too, a life that requires you to be aware and present, which is what consciousness is all about. This is how you used to be when you first arrived in this world. You were acutely aware and totally present. Unfortunately, those qualities were overlooked by the people who were already here. They were too busy molding you into the person who could survive in this world. This fear based approach created a world that is radically dysfunctional and has been failing for generations. Trying to fix a fear based world rooted in survival is impossible. Collectively, we are being called to create a new world, the reason you are here right now. So don't take any of this personally as you release the long standing disappointments that have kept you stuck in a world that has become obsolete. Thankfully, this is just about over. You are being freed from a world that doesn't work so the healing can begin. This is how I help you. Starting from the time I was a kid, I silently freed myself from this dysfunctional world by writing in my journal. It was the only place I could get answers that made sense of the senseless world I found myself in. This is how I began to harness communication with those who followed me here, my guides. Learning about myself came first. This allowed me to trust myself because I was able to see everyone and everything for who and what they were, not what I wanted them to be. Moving through and out of the anxiety you have experienced will give you a whole new perspective. Of course, you had anxiety, feeling stuck, believing this world is all there is. You felt fear because of the consequences you faced if you didn't comply. Compliance stifled your critical thinking before you even had a chance to think for yourself. The early traumas many of you forgot you had is what makes you doubt yourself now and has limited you from the beginning of your life. It caused you to unconsciously relinquish your free will, stifling your natural born curiosity. The world is in transition, and so are you. You cannot escape it. You are going through the door. You will either elect to go through it willingly or wait to get pushed, but either way, you're going through that door. This is not supposed to be hard, so let me help you do what may seem impossible right now. You and those you love are being presented with new possibilities that will collectively make a new world that wouldn't have been possible had these nerve-wracking times never occurred. I'm here to help you align with these historical shifts that will awaken you to your authentic self and your purpose for being here. So I'm going to read out of a chapter of How to Live a Guided Life, First Steps. Okay? This is chapter 2, A Lifetime of Learned Limitations. And this is from the guides. What does it take to make a lifelong connection with us? We will tell you that first you must clear your mind of a lifetime of learned limitations. Children come into this world perfect and open. They're here to learn, but people teach them the wrong things. Instead of being allowed to grow up as the person they came in as, they are told who they should be. They are told what to think, what to believe, who to love, and how to live. These life limitations creep into their lives one by one until they are not the same person who originally showed up. And here's how it works. Here's my part. You need to think like a baby, a new person, the real you. Here's how you start. Follow your curiosities. Imagine doing this in spite of all the existing demands and obligations that you have as an adult. Make some room in your life, creating a time out to play with some of your curiosities. That's your guidance coming through, your compass. These curiosities are being sent to you directly from your guides. That's because they know what's really important to you. So remember, you have help. You are never alone and always being guided.